the previous video, we discussed about what exactly is budget, the definition of budget. In this video, we go one step ahead. And here we are going to discuss what are the various types of data in a budget. It's a very technical thing. Whatever I'm going to discuss in this video, it's very technical. So please listen to this video very carefully. Because whatever I'm going to tell you, the same things are to be there in the newspaper of January and February. The whole these 2 months, it's going to be there. Whatever will be there in the newspaper, I'm like discussing it over here, right? So see this budget. So where are we right now? This is 25. We are here in December. Budget will be presented here in the month of Feb. Now this budget, it would contain estimates of 25-26. We are in 24-25. The budget is going to discuss about 25-26. Now, in this budget, what did I tell you about budget? It's an annual financial statement telling about government's income and expenditure. So in this budget, the government is going to tell how much it's going to earn from corporate tax, from CGT, from income tax, from customs duty, etc. How much it's going to borrow this year, how much would be Kharif production, how much would be Rabi production, how much would be inflation, how much would be GDP growth rate, how much would be, how much would be the expenditure on various subsidies, how much would be the expenditure on infrastructure. All these things would be mentioned in the budget. It's going to tell you about the multiple new schemes which the government is going to bring. But sitting here in the month of Feb, the government is trying to predict what's going to happen here in this whole year. These things may happen, may not happen. So if we have a war, right? If we have a war between, say, Taiwan and China, and this Syria war, this Iran, Israel, this war escalates, then whatever we are predicting regarding corporate tax collection, income tax collection, all these things may go haywire. So here in the month of Feb, when the government presents the budget, the government gives an estimate of what's going to happen in the next year. And as these estimates are given in the budget, therefore they are called budgetary estimates. So budget of 25-26, all right? Budget of 25-26, it's going to consist of budgetary estimates of 25-26. Fair enough? Now, let's go 1 year back. Let's come over here. I'm again saying we are here and I'm going over here. In this budget, so let's say budget of 24-25. Let's talk about budget of 24-25. In the budget of 24-25, the government would have again given budgetary estimates of 24-25. So budget of 24-25 consisted of budgetary estimate of 24-25. Now, we are here. GST data comes out every month. Income tax data comes out after every quarter. A few data they come quarterly, a few data come monthly. So by this February, the government would have data by the month of November regarding GST collection. Similarly, it would have multiple other data regarding inflation and all by the month till the month of December. Now, whatever estimates were given here, based on what has happened in these 9 months, government is going to revise them, government is going to amend them. I'll just give you a simple example. Suppose in the month of Feb, the government told that in the year 24-25, GST collection will be 18 lakh crores. Suppose this was the estimate given. And in these 9 months approximately, suppose the GST collection is just 9 lakh crores. Estimate given was 18 lakh crore rupees, and now in these 9 months it has been just 9 lakh crore rupees. Now, if in these 9 months it has been just 9 lakh crore rupees, in the remaining 3 months it cannot be 18 lakh crores. In the remaining months it cannot be 3 lakh crore rupees on an average when it has been on average 1 lakh crore rupees per month. Right? So, based on this data, whatever data was given here, whatever estimates were given over here, those estimates would be revised, and those revised estimates would be given over here. And again, say the government says in the month of 24-25 we are going to get a GST collection of 13 lakh crore rupees. Just an estimate. Again, this may happen, this may not happen. But based on this data, the government is giving a data of the complete 24-25. So the estimates of the budget given over here are revised in this budget. Hence called revised estimates of 24-25. Similarly, let's go 1 year back again. In the month of February, this February 23, the government would have given budgetary estimates of 23-24, and hence the budget of 24, it would consist of budgetary estimates of 24-25, but would also consist of revised estimates of 23-24. Right, revised estimates of 23-24 would also be presented here. Now, data of, if you know about GDP data comes out every quarter and there's a delay of 2 months. So data of these 3 months would be available here, these 3 months available here, these 3 months available here, these 3 months available here. So by the month of June, we'll have exact data of 23-24. And then this whole data is put to audit. And by the month of November, December, we have the actual data, the accurate data of 23-24. The government doesn't present this data in the month of November or December. When the government presents its budget here in the month of Feb, this data of 23-24 is also presented along with it. So, budget of 25-26 would also consist of actual data of 23-24. So now let's do it again. Budget presented here. This budget would consist of budgetary estimate of 25-26, revised estimates of 24-25, and actual data of 23-24. Now, budget is presented here in the month of Feb, and we are bringing up budgetary estimates of 25-26. So budgetary estimate of 25-26, it means budgetary estimates of, budgetary estimates of next year. Revised estimates, we are bringing the revised estimates in the month of February. February is part of 24-25, and we are bringing revised estimates of 24-25. Hence, revised estimates are of the current year, and we are bringing actual data of the previous year. So budget, it consists of data of 3 different years. It consists of budgetary estimates of next year, revised estimates of current year, and actual data of previous year. Fair enough? Now, data of 22-23 will be available by here, and in the month of February 2024, government is going to, in the budget of 24-25, it's going to give you actual data. The budget of 24-25 is going to give you actual data of 22-23. And then suppose here, December only. Let's talk about this December. The PM thinks, let's recalculate what exactly happened in 22-23. So he asked the NSO, recalculate it. NSO would say, sir, we have already done it once, we have the actual data. The PM is not satisfied, the government is not satisfied. It says recalculate whatever we did again, recollect the data, recalculate the data. If this happens, and suppose the data comes out over here, whenever the data comes out. So now what we are doing is, we have already calculated the actual data, and now the NSO is revising the actual data. That would be called RE1, first revised estimates. Again, say next year in the month of June, here, in the month of 26th June, the government is still not satisfied. it asks NSO to recalculate data of 22-23 again. NSO would say, sir, we have done the actual data, we have done its revision also. Government says, do it again. In this case, what we are going to do is, we are going to revise again the first revised estimates. So in that case, it would be called revised estimates 2, second revised estimates. And this way we can have multiple revised estimates. I'll give a simple example to make you understand this whole process. Suppose my son, he's in 10th class and he has his board exams. So board exams are in the month of February, right? Right now it's December. So ask him, Hanji, how much are you going to score in board exam? He says, Papa, 95%. He hasn't seen the question paper. Just based on his preparation, he says 95%. I say, okay, fair enough, good boy. Then the board exam happens and he takes all the exams, comes back to me. I ask him, Hanji, how was it? How much are you going to score now? He says 90%. This time again he hasn't seen the result, but based on his performance, he's giving the estimate 90%. After 2 months, the result comes out and my son scores 60%. This is actual data. Now to save his face, he says, Papa, nahi, the result is wrong. I want a recalculation. In revaluation, he gets 58%. He says, nah, revaluation is very bad. Do revaluation ka revaluation. He scores 55%. You understand this? 95% budgetary estimates, 90% revised estimates, 60% actual data, 58% RE1, 55% RE2. So I hope you have understood what are the various types of data in a budget. Those data are budgetary estimates, revised estimates, actual data. These data RE1, RE2 are not given in a budget. We just have these 3 sets of data. Very technical video. I hope you have enjoyed it, you have liked it, and with this video you will be able to comprehend a lot of terms which are going to come in the newspaper in the next 1 or 2 months. All right, thank you.